Oh, this is so bad. Oh my god. Oh, yuck. I don't want to deal with it. I want to tell you a story. It's a story that starts with a bus and it finishes with a whole bunch of cockroaches in a bus. I was living in my motorhome vehicle in Queensland. I'm from Perth. I was living in Queensland up until COVID hit. When COVID hit, I freaked out. I thought, I'm going to put the bus in storage and I'm going to fly home to be safe. Like a coward. I couldn't get back over there for like a year and a half, and then work started getting busy, and honestly, I didn't really want to do the bus thing anymore. I was sort of like, it just costs money, and it's not very practical, and I can't work when I'm doing it. So it kind of just made me postpone it, and then a year and a half later, a Rose has the opportunity to go back and get the bus home, which is kind of where I want it, so I can use it around Western Australia and just go on short trips. But here's the problem. When a bus sits in a paddock for a year and a half, it gets kind of gross, hey. Like, I was bracing for it, I really was, but I had no idea what I was about to walk into. As I approached the bus, I was like, oh gee, it looks a little bit grimy on the outside. Nothing a high pressure clean won't fix. And then as I opened the door, I saw a cockroach, and I thought, gotta be the only one. Gotta be the only one. Oh no! Oh my god. They drove like freaking maniacs. Everything is like completely upended. Oh, it's good to be back. And then I opened the fridge, and I'd left some milk in there, hey, which is just not a good move at all. But then I like shifted my focus slightly to the right, and there was the pantry, and I'd completely forgotten what I'd left in there. In there was an open thing of Weet-Bix, some oats, pretty much just everything that like a mouse and a cockroach would love to be involved with. And they were. It was fucking disgusting. Oh, this is so bad. Oh my god. Oh, yuck. I don't want to deal with it. But this still wasn't the worst thing about the whole situation. The worst thing, and it kind of saddened me, was I walked to the back of the bus and opened up the rear, and a dead frog fell. Like a beautiful green tree frog. If you like David Attenborough, you see those like pristine green tree frogs. One of those, but its carcass fell. I don't know how it got in there, because it's like a gap that's like this and it's sealed. Have no idea how it got in there. Fell on my head and then fell on the ground. And I thought, what's that? My favorite tree frog friend that I'd never met, but like I'm a big fan of what they are. And it was dead, and I was like, oh, this is my fault that this is dead, because I left this bus here a year and a half ago to rot. It's completely my fault. Irresponsible as hell. It was time to step up and just give the deepest deep clean that a deep clean had ever been given. Deeply. I'd never actually done a deep clean. I didn't know that insects, you can just bomb them and they die. So I was kind of single-handedly picking them up and mortining them. Probably like reduced many years off my life inhaling the gases of the Mortein. But needless, the cockroaches died as well. So that's grouse. So we killed everything, or like most stuff, so we thought, and started cleaning it all out. Literally disinfectant wiping every single surface, went through like a whole thick pack of like disinfectant wipes. Literally just like threw out, I think we ended up throwing out 115 kilos of stuff. Just like a whole bunch of dumb stuff I didn't need that was just in there cluttering up. In a weird way, it felt like kind of like a cleanse, like almost like a maturing coming of age story where like got rid of all that rubbish and then like decked it out with all my new stuff and like the new Jackson. Old Jackson would probably bash this Jackson, but this Jackson's more mature. I drink tea and moon milk. Look that up, it's good stuff. Everything was functional, which very much surprised me, except the aircon. The aircon was not. We went to Dometic, got the aircon fixed. The Toyota Coaster is a very durable bus to sit for a year and a half and everything to still be flawlessly functional. I'm very, very impressed. I will definitely buy another one. I will definitely not buy another one. In fact, this one might even be for sale soon. So it was kind of like the end of an era as we drove away on that final day. I was leaving the Gold Coast and I was leaving like almost this past life of like when I used to travel around and stuff. And now I'm like this old dog. Because I know as long as I had the bus there, I always had like a tie to the Gold Coast and had an excuse to go there. But now the bus is gone and now it's home, and it's like to go to the Gold Coast now, I'd just be like any other tourist. Which saddens me, but also makes me happy because I used to get insane anxieties. I'd wake up and I'd be like, fuck, this bus is on the other side of Australia. It's costing me a fortune in storage. I need to get there and get this back ASAP, because else it is going to take a lot of sleep away from me. And that's what I did, and I'm a lot happier for it. Would highly recommend not leaving a bus in storage. Full transparency, it cost me $5,000 to store it for a year and a half. The storage folk was so helpful though, I could not recommend them high enough, but they're closing down, so I won't. Anyway, that's the story of getting back the abandoned bus into tip-top shape. Hope you learned something from my stupid mistakes. Love you.